Plus, Dan Geltrude has his mind on his money and his money on his mind. He joins us with year-end tax tips that'll save you some dough next. Meantime, most of us can't wait to get into 2021 and leave 2020 behind, but there's still time to cut your tax bill before the year is over. Here with the money moves, in fact, you need to make right now, CPA and market analyst Dan Geltrude. Dan, clock's a ticking. What do we need to do in the next 43 hours? I think I did the math right there.
Well, time is running short, but it's never too late up until that last moment, Todd. Now, 2020 is a bit of a different year than we normally would have as it pertains to tax planning. The reason I say that is because I've been telling my clients, taxes are not going down in 2021, so we have to take a look at whether we actually want to accelerate some income into 2020 as opposed to deferring it. Again, 2020 is not your normal year, so what is it that you can do? Well, if you have your own business, there are ways where you could accelerate some income, take it in 2020 as opposed to 21. A lot of people did very well in the stock market this past year, Todd. Do you want to consider taking some of those gains off the table before you have capital gains tax going up? Also, Joe Biden has promised estate taxes going up. So you want to take a look at what you can gift before the end of the year, as well as saying what can be passed down to the next generation before we're going to have an increase in that estate tax rate.
And we're going to pop up the full screen for the remainder of your ideas that you're giving to our great viewers. Maximize those retirement savings if you have time. You know, bump up the IRA, 401k, give to charity as well. And like you said, transfer some of those assets before taxes increase. Meantime, Dan, there were a lot of winners, like you said. There were also a lot of losers. Quickly, we've been talking about the winners all week. Big tech, huge. Apple up 85%, Amazon 79%, Facebook, Google. And there are also a lot of other individual winners, maybe some smaller tech, if you will. I'll call them that. Netflix. Everybody was home watching their TVs. Uber and Peloton. Let's focus on the losing industries, the industries that weren't as fortunate. Let's brand it that way. Restaurants taking a hard hit. Travel taking a hard hit, whether it's flights or hotels. And, of course, small businesses. Those big three, do any of them bounce back in 2021?
Well, let's hope so, Todd, but it's not going to be easy, obviously. When you're talking about restaurants who've really taken it on the chin, how are they going to basically reinvent themselves? How do they create innovations to get people to come back out to eat? The good news is people have to eat, so let's hope that they go out and do that. Now, in the travel agency or travel industry, you have to look and say, what type of incentives are going to be out there to get on a plane, to stay at a hotel? And finally, small businesses which have gotten crushed, let's hope that the new PPP program that's part of this latest stimulus bill is going to help the process. Many small businesses, Todd, are generational. It's not just financial. There's a lot of emotion involved here. So do I think they could come back in 21? Of course they can, but it's going to be a rocky road for sure.
Yeah, the thing that I keep coming back to, Dan, is the hope that there is so much pent-up demand from a year where you couldn't go to restaurants the way you wanted to. You couldn't travel the way you wanted to. You couldn't frequent your small business the way you wanted to. I really hope that that demand is relieved in 2021, you know, giving so much important money and much needed money to these groups. Dan Geltrude, have a great new year. We'll see you then.
You too, Todd.
Okay, Jillian.